Well, we're going back to the Hades 2 controversy, aren't we? But we're not talking about Hades in particular. It's just like, it's a great example to discuss a greater theme, which is the reason why most gamers absolutely despise woke ideology. And surprisingly, it's not the ideology itself. Because, you can still make some woke themes in a game and it may appeal to some people. No, it's the people pushing the woke ideology that are the problem. And I actually know this with other ideologies. Like, I know a lot of people that were turned away from Christianity because of the behavior of evangelicals. Like, there were Christians that were behaving in such a way that it brought up the question if, like, being Christian is good, why are these people such assholes? Like, the more they read, the more they study, the more assholes they become. So, unironically, the behavior of the people pushing the ideology actually matters. Surprisingly, I know. So, when it comes to woke ideology, you have people that make very bizarre casting choices. Like, for instance, in the game Hades, they take a Greek goddess and they make her black, right? Like, they make her African American, like she's probably from the United States of America that traveled through time, became a goddess in Egypt. And this is, again, like, for the sake of diversity, because every single game needs to have a checkbox. It's not about the story, it's not about the entertainment. Because we know that Japan doesn't do this with anime, China doesn't do this with their video games. The West didn't used to do this 10 years ago. But now, if you want to be viewed as progressive, you gotta, make a game and you gotta have, like, an African American in it, you gotta have an Asian person in it, you gotta have a white person in it, you gotta, go through all the list of people. Everything needs to look like Californian, yeah, basically. Like, you can't just have, a game that takes place in ancient Greece. Like, no, you need to diversify it. You need open borders policies, even when it comes to the Greek god. Which, again, it's an artistic choice, I suppose. Like, this is what some people want to do. The problem, however, is that you're not allowed to disagree with it, right? Like, art is subjective. Everyone can have their own interpretation, but we would very much prefer it if you shut the fuck up about your interpretation. Right? It's the holy corporation, it's the holy company, and their community manager that guide all of us like little sheep towards the correct way of thinking. And that's the insulting thing, right? Because you're a customer. Like, you're expected to pay money for a product, but they're not interested in your feedback, right? Like, imagine if you go to a supermarket and you buy some bread and you don't like its texture or whatever. And you go to the cashier lady and you're saying, well, I don't like this product. And she's like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's like very disrespectful. Would you be likely to go back to that supermarket? How likely are you that? And it's constant with every fucking game. Like, right now, they're doing it with Assassin's Creed. Like, if you go and you don't like Yasuke and you complain about it on Reddit, they ban your ass. They used to do it with pronouns in other video games, or like pronouns in Starfield. You went on Reddit or you went on Discord, you complained, they ban your ass. Like, you're not allowed to disagree. Like, these people are incapable of handling any type of disagreement or any type of criticism of their art. Like they think that they have created the best art in the world. There is no criticism that can be levied towards them. They're good, you're evil, that's the end of the conversation. But they want your money. Like, that is the hilarious point. Like, they think you're bad, they think you're a racist or whatever, but they want racist money. And this is why I don't want to buy these games, because I do not want to make these people feel uncomfortable. Like, imagine how uncomfortable they would feel if they knew that they're sleeping at night and they have racist money in their bank account. Like, I don't want to do that to them. Like, it's inhumane. It's not cool, right? So just like, I know they don't like me, and I know they think ill of me, so I don't want them to have my bad money. But like, yeah, it's the censorship, basically. It's why people are so fed up with this shit. And it goes to ridiculous angles. Like, I have seen people getting banned for misgendering fictional characters. Like, fuck off, you have Overwatch, they released a non-binary character, and if you don't use the right pronouns with the fictional fucking characters, right? Like, fictional character, fictional pronouns, if you don't play along, you get banned. Why are we entertaining this, gentlemen? Why are we playing into this madness? And this is why a lot of people, the moment they smell a hint of wokeness, they run the fuck away. It's like, this is not healthy. This is like, you're insane. You don't treat customers like this if you're a business. This is unjustifiable. And again, it's not just about this. It's just one example out of so fucking many. I don't even need to bring them up. I'm pretty sure everyone that's listening to this video, if you're in the gaming community and you go on various forums and places, you have seen this happen. You have seen it happen where you have like a company making a creative decision and you have like some people that disagree with it who are paying customers and they're banning paying customers. So, apparently, by even asking, what is with Hestia? I see all the gods' skin colors has changed to be darker. What is the reasoning behind this change? And there is a change between the first Hades and the second. And immediately ban, right? The post contains content that is inflammatory. No, your fucking art style is inflammatory. You're making a video game about ancient Greece after game journalists and game developers and politicians and activists have spent hundreds of millions of dollars in order to educate the public about authenticity, about the importance of avoiding cultural appropriation. After all this shit, right? Like you had entire movements dedicated of lecturing people that if you have a black guy or a gay person in your video game, it has to be voiced. Like the voice actor that you don't even get to see. He has to have the exact same skin color. He has to have the exact same sexuality or else it's wrong. Well, congratulations, you succeeded. Gamers now literally think that, yeah, well, when you portray one culture, it is expected that you have a team of Greeks in your company, and it is expected that you are going to be faithful to the adaptation. They wouldn't have thought about this like 6 or 7 years ago, but they do think about it now, because there was money involved in order to educate people into thinking like this. Don't fucking like it, go talk to the HR lady who pushed for this type of education. By the way, I think like I actually thought like how would people view this if it was done like 20 years ago? They would view it like they don't know Greek history. Like they would view it like as a bizarre, as an oddity. It's like, yeah, why are Greek gods portrayed as African Americans or as Asian? Like what is up with that? Why can't you just portray Greek gods as Greek gods? Why can't you make a game that takes place in Africa then? Or make a video game about Asian culture, and you can portray Asians. Like why does every single fucking game have to reflect California is the question. Why can't you have an authentic game that takes place in somewhere, and it's just like, for instance, Wakanda. Almost every single character in Wakanda is black. Very well received movie, right? Black Panther, really well received. Right? No, are there people complaining, oh, why aren't there white characters? No one is complaining about that. Because it's authentic. Like, I actually feel, okay, this is a country in Africa that was secluded from the rest of the world. It fucking makes sense that everyone looks black. Like, that's fine. In fact, it would have been worse if it looked like California. Because it would have broken the immersion. Like, people would go, okay, well, if this country was in Africa and it was secluded from the outside world, why are there white people in it? Like, that doesn't make sense, right? Well, of course, like, if you break immersion, people are going to like the story less. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.